Okay, so resuming back where we left off. Unfortunately, Crosser said he's going to be a bit late, but so I guess I'll just be taking care of Matthew. But y'all were looking we're looking for Trevor Jr. by I'd say request, but really by demand of King Trevor, and when looking for him, Lewis discovered Manticore tracks heading this way, and that's where we left off. And Lewis is now freaking out. And
just a little bit.
Alright then. So, we know there's a manticore, and we know there's a seal. Anyone know how to beat a manticore? I know how to get the seal, but manticore...
stab it really hard?
You need to get rid of its stinger first. That's where it hides all the poison.
Louis just motions towards Nordak at that, like, yes, Nordak is...
Without a stinger, it's not much of a threat.
And then he lowers his hands, he's like, then turns them into... just makes a claw motion, like, without the stinger, it still has claws!
Well, the claws are easier to deal with than the stinger, you know.
Out of character,
And they'll do
yeah.
less long-term damage.
Out of character, yeah, just ask William and his crab army.
Yeah. Oh, God. Snip, snip. The claws and teeth will be problematic, but I agree. The stinger should be a priority to take out of the picture.
So, who's going to be the bait, so to speak?
You see Neris put a finger on her nose.
I just saw Lewis hide behind Neris.
He's like, nope!
By bait, I merely mean who's going to distract the thing long enough for all of us to simply attack the stinger. I do not mean a sacrificial lamb. If I meant a sacrificial lamb, I wouldn't sugarcoat.
Okay, Louis.
Neris just sort of looks at Matthew.
No.
It's not here.
Yeah.
Ira
I
kind
know,
of
but-
does the same thing.
And Percival goes, I was thinking our friend with the big sword over there.
Yes, I was about to volunteer myself, since most of you seem much squishier than I.
Then Louis
wouldn't
suddenly
say
waves his hand shyly.
Well, fair assessment, but I was simply thinking of who'd be more effective as a distraction than a meat shield.
Well,
But if you're offering yourself, I'm not going to take your place.
Of course you
Actually,
wouldn't.
a better idea would be if we had the two of you, to watch each other's backs, while the rest of us attack with spells from afar.
That
That-
could work.
Yeah, it makes a modicum of sense at least.
First, we all got those healing potions, correct?
Yes.
So, that's plenty of, shall we say, a buffer. There's plenty much of a buffer for you two at the front. If you need help, one of us to come in, give you a potion, and get out. That way, you don't have to waste time, deciding between fighting or healing. Alright.
Okay.
Now we've got a plan.
Louis
Yes.
is actually gonna tap Neris real quickly on the shoulder.
Yes. What is it?
And he's gonna do this. Come on.
Bardic inspiration. Okay. Oh, right. Thank you. That should help a lot. Thank you, Lewis.
He just gives a little thumbs up and just proceeds to stay back.
Alright. Now that we have the plan and we're about to execute the plan, who is ready for the plan to go completely wrong?
Louis lifts his hand.
Ira immediately raises her hand.
Honest person. Thank you, honest people. This is why I like you.
I don't do bad plans. That's why mine never go wrong.
My dear, you simply have not made a good plan. Let's go. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm loving this guy so much. Matthew, I think it might be better.
Keep up.
Matthew, I think it might be better if you scout a bit. That way, you scout out, warn us in case the thing comes near.
All right. Gonna.
Out of character, this is a way to make sure his PC doesn't die before he gets it.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh shoot. Well, then need to click that. Okay. There we go. Everyone else, just gonna wait.
Yes, so.
Yeah. Alright. Shall we roll perception checks or anything like that to see if we hear the thing at least?
Roll. Yes, I'm gonna have everyone roll perception, but not for that. For something else.
That worried me. Hey.
Ouch.
Okay, well, it wasn't that too hard to notice this, so everyone does indeed notice it. That Neris, Nordak, and Matthew seem to be in a bit of a tangle.
Oh, come on! No, you. It was. I can't be honest about that pun. I'm sorry.
Hang on, because I was like right there. Do I have to like step back?
Yeah. I'm gonna say you have to make a deck save to not get caught in the net too.
All right.
That's right next to it, and it is coming. I'm gonna say you're like hanging, like it's like a net that like came up and now like dangling in the air, and your leg is caught in it, and you're dangling outside of it.
Festival's gonna come near you and it's gonna be like, hang out here often.
She pulls out one of her daggers and says, "Don't test me."
Demont Lewis is actually snorted at that.
He's like, hey! Goes over to Lewis and offers his hand for a high five.
And Lewis gonna have to a little bit jump to rage, but yeah.
Would it be an attack roll to try to cut myself out of it with the dagger?
I'm gonna say just roll. Don't full on. I technically yes, but instead of making an attack roll, just do a d20 in your modifier. It just doesn't feel like the attack to like measure for AC on the net.
So it's a d20 plus your dex mod?
For daggers, I believe so, yes. Yeah.
Alright, so just a flat d20
then. You make some. It seems like you make some progress in cutting it through it, but you're gonna be at it for about 2 hours before you cut through even one piece of it.
Can I try?
Louis is also gonna try and help.
Okay.
Okay, but can I ask this? Can I use Ray of Frost to freeze the top of the net? You know where it's hanging from the tree, and then
you may.
Thank you. Ray of Frost to freeze it. I'm guessing. I don't know if that hits or not.
It doesn't have an AC. So the Ray of Frost only didn't really freeze it. It just sort of chilled it, and the fireball burnt through a good bit of it. It looks like it burnt through maybe about a quarter of the top of it.
All right then. Shall we go again?
Neris is actually going to try and finagle her short sword and try herself. Where's the dice thing? Ah, there it is. She actually tries to get her short sword out and to use it, and then drops it, and it falls to the ground.
Okay,
pick
can
it up.
Lewis now help?
Yes.
Yes, Lewis can help.
Okay, he's gonna try with the dagger. It was D20 plus your dex, right?
Yep. Ooh, you get about halfway through a piece of it.
One more fight.
And while you okay, so when you shoot the firebolt, the net comes undone at the top, and Nordak, Neris, and Matthew fall to the ground with the net completely undone. But it doesn't look like it's the fireball that did it. And I'm gonna ask everyone now to roll another perception.
Nope.
Nordak didn't notice anything.
No, he's too mad at being caught in such a simple trap.
I suppose I'll do it for Neris. Oh, I closed her character sheet. Gosh darn it! I got
A+ there.
Thank you, dear. There we go. Okay, so Neris is the only one that. Okay, so Percival. No one else sees this, but Percival sees what looks to be an odd red blur, and Neris sees the red blur as well, but it looks more distinctly like a person to her.
Oh no. Percival tosses Neris back her sword and says, I don't think
Hang on.
we're alone here.
No, but whoever that was seems to be helping us, so there's that at least. I don't quite seem to see any trace of them right now.
Who on earth could have made such a weird trap? Effective, but still very weird.
Oh, I'm sure these woods are full of hunters and hunters and the like. They're trying to catch some game. We just need to watch where we're going.
Lewis suddenly stops and looks back at the manticore tracks, then back at the trap, back at the manticore tracks, and then at the trap, and just like points at both of them. It's like, what's this bait?
I don't know if a manticore would be so easily trapped by that. A cub maybe, but a full-grown manticore?
Lewis just shakes his head like, no.
Lewis is thinking if we were bait for the manticore.
Oh,
Lewis is actually more thinking, was the tracks like planted there to make people follow into the trap?
Oh. It's not outside the possibility. We could be going into... We could not be going into a manticore, instead a group of people who laid out those tracks. I guess we just need to be ready for anything instead of just being ready for a manticore. Lovely.
Oh boy. Alright.
Shall we press on?
I believe so, but everyone be far a bit more cautious this time. And stay spread out.
And Lewis panics because he's suddenly alone.
Lewis, come with me. Everyone pair off with somebody.
But I'm with Matthew.
I said everyone pair off with somebody smart. You are the smart one.
Thank you. Also, Percival, where you go? And the Manticore's this way, not up the trail.
Oh.
Wait for me!
And you call yourself the smart one for going the wrong way.
Hey, I see a trail. I follow the trail. I like the simple route.
You followed the wrong trail.
Oh my god. That is a big seal.
Well, okay, just having it like that didn't feel right, so yeah, okay.
I know.
He be a chunky one.
Oh lordy,
That's
he
a
comment.
big boy.
I'm trying.
I know.
Let's see, distance. Decent enough. Good, we are within fireball distance. I'm kidding. Oh, God. So, does the manticore see us, or did we see it?
These rocks are pretty high, so no, it does not see you right now. Nordak and Neris can see like its tail through the opening right right here.
So, anyone got eyes on the beast?
I can see its tail up from here.
I see it as
Okay.
well. Between those rocks over there.
Oh boy. Everybody, I suggest we go in stealthily for a bit. If it catches us this far away, there's very little we can do to defend ourselves before it kills us.
Indeed.
In that case,
Well,
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so Lewis sees this overhanging tree right here, grabs onto one of the limbs, and just yoinks up inside of it, and goes across the river and to the other side of the tree without any sound being made at all. Not even the squirrels in the trees hear him move across.
okay, where do I end up then?
Like right here.
Don't mind me. I'll be here.
Nordak rolled a nat 22.
Nordak sees what Lewis did and is like, huh, that's a pretty good idea, and does the same.
Yeet.
So
And
apparently
I just
Louis
fall
was the
into
smart one.
I just fall into the river.
Yeah. So Percival sees Nordak and Lewis do this, and he decides, oh, I'm gonna do that too, and gets across the river just fine, but then steps on a tree branch that snaps, and he falls onto his face beneath the tree.
So, roughly here.
Yes, about there. And Ira, she decides not to go for the climbing through the trees route and just sort of tiptoes over and gets over there just fine.
So where Nordak and Lewis are?
Yeah, go over there.
Alright.
I'll roll for, I guess, myself and Matthew. Or Neris and Matthew.
I can
Technically, I
just,
don't have a character.
I can just
Percival's
imagine.
gonna raise his finger. Sorry, Percival's gonna raise a finger while his face puts on the ground, and he's gonna be like, "Not a word, not a word."
It's
Slowly make his
Miles
way
a bit.
trying to be stealthy as possible. Ira tries to hold back a snicker.
All right.
Nordak just rolls his eyes a little.
Stealth.
Hey, I was stealthier than the
Don't
dog.
forget her
Yeah.
body guy.
Yes. Okay. So, Matthew kind of just sort of goes in the same vein as Ira, just sort of tiptoeing around. Neris, being the awkward dork that she is, saying like, "Oh, people were impressed by what Lewis and Nordak did. I'm gonna impress them too by doing that too." She tries to jump up and makes a splash in the river. And now I'm going to roll the Manticore's perception to see if he heard either Percival or Neris, I mean. See here, that would be...
Please roll one. Please roll one.
Ooh, 7. So he does not hear Percival, but he does hear Neris' splash.
It wasn't my fault.
Why did Neris use the bardic die?
It's better to use the bardic die later than now.
Yeah. And so the Manticore starts to get curious about what the noise was.
And Percival moves all the way this way.
Yeah, Neris sort of just forgoes stealth and just sort of runs over here.
Nodak
Yeah,
just
I'm
hides
behind this bush over here.
Nodak just hides right here, ready to strike.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to roll another stealth for... I'm guessing you're hiding in that bush that's right there?
Like, hiding, like, right behind... Like, right around the corner, I'd say, from the rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to do another stealth, and I'm gonna do another can smell. You beat it by 1.
Yes!
Yay!
Longsword at the ready.
Alright, he comes out.
And then it says slicey at the tail.
Slicey, specifically at the tail. Because you're going specifically for the tail, I'm gonna have to ask you to go to roll with disadvantage.
Actually, wouldn't it be at advantage? Wouldn't it just cancel itself out because he was hidden from the thing? So that
Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay, so it'd just be normal.
Yeah, so here we go.
Yes!
I'm pretty sure that hits. Let me just check. Yep, that hits.
Yes! I love the cold
7
damage.
slashing and plus 5 cold. So that would be that's 12. So that brings him down to this number. And everyone roll initiative.
Oh dear. Where's my initiative thingy? There.
Initiative.
First click the
Oh,
character first.
come on!
Oh no!
Yes! Good initiative.
Okay, what's with these high rolls on me?
Just don't know.
You're Ivan, you're the broken bard.
Except I'm
Who is the
forward.
broken bard?
Ooh, I like
Alright.
the music.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see here. Matthew's initiative. And now Neris initiative, which is over there. Okay. Oh, did I do it twice? Oh wait, no, the once was Matthew's. Okay, never mind. Okay. And now to do the Manticores, which is not in Roll20, so I'll just have to remember where he is. Let's see here. What? Oh, does it not have his initiative listed? Come on. You know, I'm just gonna take his dex as his initiative, because that's what I normally use for what I see used a lot for initiative. And he got a 12, so he is gonna be between. Actually, he's at the very bottom.
No, I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, you're at the. You're okay. It's not ordered for me. Don't know
And
why.
I have a 7.
Yeah.
Okay, let me actually order this correctly. Now that you pointed that out to me, my bad.
Why am I first? Ah!
That's a good thing. It means you can run away quicker.
And you can buff the party.
Okay, so he's between Neris and Nordak.
Okay. Think about it. What should I do? I can do 2 more inspirations, right? That's a bonus action.
Yeah, but you can't do it while an inspiration's already on.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So you'd have to take it off of Neris.
Well, I'm not taking it away from her. But I can attack. I'm gonna run in a second. Me first. Hold on. No, go away. Wrong thing. Just a second, okay? Just
Okay.
one token. Level 1.
Oh.
Okay. DC
Yeah.
13 Wisdom save. Gotcha. Let me roll that. He fails. So what exactly does this do? I'm not familiar with it.
Give me a second. 3d6 psychic damage.
3d6 psychological damage. Well, that's gonna do a lot to him. Let me. Oh wait, that's a d8, not a d6. I should probably know that.
Shouldn't
The
I be
damage is
rolling
already
that?
rolled.
Yeah, it's...
Oh damage. Oh, your damage rolled right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it made 6. It's also.
Did 6. Oh, okay. I'm a dummy. My bad.
It's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Let's see, how far am I? Okay. Since I did that,
Remember,
I'm
they
gonna run
only
away.
last in a way.
Okay.
Do the damage and run away.
Run away! Run away!
So let's see. Do. Cool, I can step out and step right back in. Yoink. Alright then. Freeze. And I missed.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna hit.
Damn it. Go right back. And then he's gonna whisper to Lewis, you and I are gonna get the seal. You guys hit that.
Thumbs up.
All right. It is now Matthew's turn. Let me take a look at Mr. Jarris's sheet to see what his options are.
My turn.
Nothing ranged. And what's here? What's his speed? 30. And just checking. All right. So Matthew is gonna go up next to Nordak, right up to the Manticore. And let me reopen his character sheet because I had to close it. He is going to use the frying pan, which doesn't hit. And he's out of movement, so he's still up there.
I can just imagine him being like, hi there.
I'm not explaining this to them. You want to?
Maris is gonna move right there. And you pull out Yeel crossbow, which also misses.
We are not having good time. It ain't this thing.
I
I see.
haven't gotten a single roll that's above 10 today. And I've been rolling the most.
I'm just laughing that I'm normally one who hit the thing, even though I'm the healer. Oops.
Is this Witcher music?
I forget what the track's actually called.
Encounter 1.
That's what I named it to when I had to shorten it down because like the original track was like 2 hours long, which wouldn't fit into Roll20. Or at least not with the version of it I have, which is the free one.
Okay.
So yeah, Neris is gonna kind of move back over this way, and yeah, now it's back to the guy that started this whole thing.
Manticore.
Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's Manticore's turn. You're right. Thank you all for having better minds than I do. Okay. So, the Manticore didn't really appreciate having his tail swiped at Nordak. So, he is looking pretty nastily at you.
Bring it on, Furball.
And... see here. Ooh, I'm gonna guess this does hit, but does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Oh my god. Ay. That's a big one. What did
Okay,
it
so
hit
that's
him
good.
with?
The damage is gonna be... oh yeah, 5. 5 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
And that's gonna be it for the Manticore's turn. So now, Nordak, what's your response?
Nordak is going to rage.
You would like... You would like to rage? Okay, I shall allow you to rage.
Yeah. Rage has now active. I forget where. Get a bonus on the frickin' to have the damage die column up. Technicalities. Woo. Plus each damage. So, just gonna go with another attack.
Okay.
At the, and then add a +2 to all that damage.
Okay, so that's
Holy
actually
21.
16 plus 5, so yeah, 21. Okay, so that's gonna bring this. That did a percent wise on his total HP. That was a blow.
Holy cow, you do a ton of damage.
Of course, I'm a barbarian. What did you expect?
I know, but still, you're level 1!
Try demon out eventually.
Speaking of doing a lot for level 1, Ira, it's your turn.
Ira just kind
Wait,
of
what?
takes a deep breath in and is like, well, have these powers, might as well use them.
Okay.
Hey, she did the thing.
So, is that gonna hit? Is that not gonna hit Nordak and Matthew as well, though?
It's a creature within range, so
Oh, okay. It's not like a blast. Okay, gotcha.
yeah. So that's
Okay,
a
so
D10. So
E.
not bad.
You had to roll to hit.
yeah,
Make a
he also
ranged spell attack.
Apologies if you can
Oh,
hear
yeah,
that.
rain.
Stupid people.
Oh, ranged spell attack. Oops, I did a dumb. All right, hang on. All
Don't
right.
worry, it's just a d20 plus your spell modifier.
Okay, yeah, which is charisma. So
And plus your proficiency,
yep,
so that'd be 5
Yep.
for you. That'd be 5, because your Christmas is the same as mine.
yep. So that's a D20 plus 5. Oh wait, nope, not 5 D20.
yeah.
I can't.
36 doesn't need to hit.
That
Yes.
damage.
I can't do things today. I'm sorry. I'm off.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
There. Oh!
Oh my!
Natural 20.
Yes!
You gotta
Okay,
remember
so
the D10.
that's double damage. So that's
So
a 10
another
damage
D10.
instead of 5. Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's another D10. That's right.
All right.
Sorry, we're making you roll so many things.
It's okay. So another D10.
Yeah, one more D10. Okay,
11.
so 11 damage in total, which brings this puppy down on to here.
You know what's hilarious? After I rolled the nat 20, I rolled my actual die, and I rolled the nat 1.
NMG! NMG!
I am the living embodiment of no middle ground when it comes to dice.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Lewis, back to you.
Louis is gonna move. Let me double check the distance. Yep. I barely can make it over here.
Okay.
First things first, I'm gonna check over the seal if it's okay.
Alright, I guess that would be a perception.
Okay, sec. I swear if this thing is dead.
Ah, God.
You noticed some teeth marks, but you can't tell how serious the wound is. But it is alive.
Okay. So he's gonna sigh in relief because if it's alive, we can heal it. And
Alright,
that's all
anything
I
else?
can really do. That's really all I can do. I need to save up my last spell slot for emergency healing.
Okay. Percival, back to you.
Yoink. Another ice blast. And I
Nope.
missed.
But
Just out of
it is
curiosity.
distracting.
I knew it! I knew it!
Wait,
Anyway.
wait, you have two. You can do 2 spells?
No. I was curious to see if it was only Ray of Frost I was rolling low from.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a second.
Okay. Nope, that's all I can do.
Alright, and back to Matthew, who is gonna. He paid good money for that frying pan. He's gonna get some use out of it.
Damn
It's
it.
state of the art, gosh darn it.
Quick question: is the frying pan finesse?
I don't know.
Huh? That's not-
Well, it doesn't matter because he missed. And upon missing for a second time, and looking back over and seeing what Percival and Lewis are gonna do, he's like, I'm just gonna go hang out with them.
That
Does
does
that
provoke
include
a
nothing
attack of
opportunity?
opportunity.
I know. I'm gonna roll.
Wait. He's a rogue, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean he can disengage as a bonus action?
You're
Hold on.
right. He can. I think. Let me check his character sheet.
It's called cunning action.
You can only get it at
Uh,
level 2.
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
have cunning
what?
action.
Yeah,
so,
cunning
yeah.
action gets a level 2.
So let's actually. I should keep his character sheet up to see if it hits his AC. Let's just. So that's math. I don't think that hits. It does not.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, he has a pretty high AC. So yeah.
How? He's a rogue.
I don't know. It's 15 though.
Damn.
His dex modifier has something to say about that.
Okay, and now it is Neris's turn. She's gonna use that inspiration, which I've already forgotten if it's advantage or a modifier that it does.
It's
Let
an
me
extra
scroll back up.
D6.
And an extra D6. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and she's gonna she's actually going to move up. And since she messed with the crossbow, she's gonna go for close quarters and use her halberd. Well, I'm gonna do the D6 anyway because I said I would. I was using it on that. But it's a hit nonetheless. So let's see here. The damage
Doesn't she have
was
to move up to the halberd?
Yeah, nothing's going on in the roll 20.
Yeah.
it's not.
Nope.
No.
Everything's frozen. I see a lot of typing here and there, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I rolled for the frying pan, that was a 9, and then I just rolled for the halberd, and that was an 18.
Oh, your connection to the
Check if it's
server
not
has
to
been
DM.
interrupted. Are you kidding me?
Hey!
Okay, let's see if I can do this again.
Okay.
Ah,
I saw the
I'm seeing
movement.
halberd now.
Okay.
I'm seeing it now.
Okay, so that's what all those arrows were. I'm like, why are y'all
Ah.
pointing at arrows? I'm right next to the manticore.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Okay. I did the d6 anyway because I said I would, and I'm not going to go back on that just because I didn't need it. The damage is 4, so that brings Manticore down to this total. It's not dead yet, but it's pretty low. And now it is the Manticore's turn, and its attention is, upon getting stabbed, its attention is now on Neris.
What was the damage of the halberd?
4.
4.
Oh. You know, if you click on the name, we can also see the damage.
Oh no, it was 7. Okay.
Yeah, if
Huh.
you want to do
Hey,
an
I saw
auto
it.
damage thing, then if you want to
Yeah.
do an auto damage roll, then it's from the gear again, and it's under the GM whisper roll
Yeah.
toggle.
Okay. Let me do that because that would make things
Yeah.
easier. So let's see
Auto,
here.
yeah.
The
Auto
gear.
damage. Under whisper rolls to GM, that's where it is.
Oh dang it! I closed the sheet again.
Yep.
I'm really bad at this. I'm
Professionalism.
sorry, guys.
It's
It's
fine.
fine.
Come here. Come here. I'm hugging you from a distance.
Hugs. 700-mile hug. Okay. Whisper. Auto damage. Auto damage. There we go. Okay. Thank y'all.
No problem.
No problem.
Alright, so it is... Okay, so even with the extra points of damage, it is indeed still alive. But, yeah, it's low and it's turn, so... Gonna make a roll. That is a hit of the tail spike. And that damage is gonna... Is gonna...
Why do I get the feeling he's gonna be poisoned?
It would be a Constitution save to see if they're poisoned or not.
Yep.
Two.
So let me just take that 7 damage off of Neris's sheet.
Oh no,
Hit
she's
points down to 4. And then Constitution save for that poison. Oh yeah, she passed.
Oh,
Thank goodness.
That's a
And now, Nordak, back to you.
kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
I'm gonna try my best. Yeah.
You killed it. How do you want to do this?
Yay!
So
It had 1 HP.
wow.
Okay, so,
So-
I know that the party is not over.
Oh wait, actually, wait. Hold on. Actually, no. You missed its AC. You didn't kill it.
Oh, for buggering's
Oh,
sake.
come on.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
All right, you want to move out of its range, or let Ira take care of it?
Well, he's going to at least taunt it to get its attention so that it doesn't swipe at her again, just in case.
Okay.
Ira moves up to here and just says, you know, these powers, they can be useful. For example, you can use them to do this.
That does hit. And yeah, so how you want this to happen?
So essentially, a kind of ghostly skeletal hand just kind of comes up out of nowhere and attacks the manticore and just drain what little life is left out of it. And then it just collapses. And Ira's just standing there blank-faced.
Neris just sort of looks at Ira. Well, that happened. Nice job.
Yeah, she was impressive.
Don't mind Lewis, he's just a little wide-eyed. Slowly taking a step away.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's
So,
take a
is
look
anyone
at
else gonna go over to the seal?
Yep.
Ira just kind of shakes her head a little bit, and she's just like, ugh. Ooh.
We're gonna need people who are strong over here.
Well, Nordak is kind of busy tending to the manticore. At least, well,
Ooh.
he's going to move the body like in over here.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to ask you to roll a strength check for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you're
Yeah,
still
you're
raging,
able.
you get advantage.
Yeah, and 15 would have been enough anyway.
Yeah, well, the rage has now ended.
Yeah. So, okay, you pulled it over here. Gonna do anything else to it?
Well,
I
No,
would
that
like to
is going
collect a
to-
sample of its-
Hmm?
I would like to collect a sample of its poison.
go right ahead.
There.
Take a sample. I'm gonna have to say
It's your
animal
survival.
handling to do that.
No, it's survival.
It's survival. Oh well, never mind. Yep.
This would make for a very good thing.
I suppose. Nordak is then going to begin digging a grave for the manticore.
Okay.
So that's going to be taking a while.
All right then. How is our escort doing?
Let me have Neris roll perception, see if she knows how well Trevor Jr.'s doing. Where? No, I'm not even in the right place. That's the images, not the character sheets.
Oops.
Okay, so Neris can tell that there are she reiterates. She notices this and then tells you she's got some pretty bad bite marks. See here, what to do? She takes out her healing potion and just sort of shoves
Louis
it
gonna
through, and just sort of force feeds it to the seal.
Wait,
Louis
what
was
do-
going to stop her because he can do the healing thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
he
perfect.
stops her. Now it's just like, he needs this. I'm fine. He's the one that needs healing. What are you doing?
Louis is just making an axe and then puts his hand on the seal. Come on, let me do that.
Oh wow! Wow, that's a lot of healing.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, his bite marks seem to be almost fully gone, but they're still kind of looks like just like it looks like just a bruise at this point.
Yeah,
He's gonna put his hands on the hips and give a look at Neris.
Never go to the extreme.
Well, I guess that works too.
Will do. Now, let's get this. Let's get let's get Junior back to his dad.
Okay, I'll get the front if you get the back. That's gonna be a strength check.
Matthew, all yours.
Okay, I guess I'll roll for both of them then, since Crosser's not here.
Sorry, I have a minus in strength. It would not do.
I mean, so does Matthew.
That's a save.
Dang it! Well, just take it anyways.
Oh my goodness. And they were both
It's the
18s.
same modifier, so we'll just take it anyway. Oh, okay. And let's see here. Does that? Yeah. Okay. That is enough for both of them to carry him back successfully.
I would say Louis is assisting, but he also has no strength, so
Yeah,
he's probably just patting the seal occasionally as well.
Yeah, Ira's just on the walk back, kind of just rubbing her head like she has a horrible hangover.
Ooh,
All
what's
right.
wrong?
Headache.
Before they headed out, Nordak just uttered a small prayer to the Manticore soul to find rest in the next life.
So you start walking back towards the castle of Equis, and as you get to the kingdom gates, you notice a bunch of guards outside the caravan. You put two and two together that if you had decided to try and just flee and just head out of Dodge without doing anything, that they would have either arrested or killed you on the spot.
Oh. Oh, they bold.
And the guards that are over there see you and then become and once they see Trevor Jr., they become your escort to the throne room. If everything else I put on this map wants to show up, there it is.
There it goes.
Bye.
So, So anyone want to start this?
I am going to hide over here.
Okay. Let me check.
I guess I should actually put Matthew over here since he was helping carry.
Great. King.
Oh, so you're back. I assume I hope you were successful.
Great King of Equis, he special says with a very dramatic bow, we give you the royal seal.
Oh, well, there we go. Oh, thank goodness. Get away from him. Can't you see you're scaring him? Well.
He rolls his eyes internally.
Nordak
You
visibly
see-
rolls his eyes.
You see King Trevor, hugging the seal intently up and down, and you see Trevor... actually, roll perception for this.
Yes.
Perception. Oh!
Nope.
Oh wow.
Oof.
Okay, so Nordak and Ira see this. Trevor Jr. looks like, why'd you bring me?
Ira's kind of just nursing her headache, being like, oh man, and I thought I had a headache before.
Nordak gives the seal a sympathetic look, but he just keeps quiet. He can't do anything about it yet.
Yes.
Alright,
So, Great King
you
of
deal's a
Equis.
deal. We won't arrest you. but get out of my kingdom now.
As you wish.
I thought you said that we could keep shopping after we were done. I said get out!
It seems His Royal Highness... It seems that His Royal Highness can't keep his promises.
Louis is
Typical.
Louis is gonna smack Nordak like, shut up! Shut up!
Nordak doesn't care to
did you
begin
say
walking
have
out.
the guards roll perception? Why, if you insist.
Oh my gosh.
This one heard that.
Nordak is just
Watch
walking.
your tongue, and he just sort of points his spear at you.
Oh, okay, Louis is running out!
No, Nordak was already
He's
walking.
gonna be dragging these two back to the caravan.
Nordak was already walking out when the sword was pointed.
But he's also gonna whisper in Neris's ear, "If you give me the money and a list of what you need to buy, I'll get it for you."
No, he said we have to leave. We'll leave.
Oh, don't worry. He won't see. Don't worry. He said we have to leave. But, like I said before, I have many faces. He can't know them all.
I would know, and I wouldn't be okay with it.
You're such a drag.
But upon hearing that,
this.
Matthew gives you gives you a piece of paper that says rations and just nods. Like, actually, I'm gonna do sleight of hand for that. Let's see here.
I'm gonna do. Nope, I don't have a good sleight of hand. Correct. Ooh.
And then counter with Neris perception because do.
Welp.
Neris takes the paper away before you see what it says. No, you're not doing it either.
And he's just like, "Oh, you're no fun." And he's going to storm off.
I'm a guard. What did you? I'm your guard escort. What were you expecting?
Exactly this, surprisingly, but with a top hat.
I would look fabulous in a top hat.
And and as they pass away, as they go pass through the castle, Percival is going to wander off from the rest of the group. And as he does so, he's just going to quickly jump back into the market, but literally looking like a different person.
Okay, is there any specific person that you want to look like?
Nope, just going to be generic random person that's different from Percival.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to go back to the marketplace, so let me actually clean up some stuff on that map before I put you back in there.
Okay. And
Okay. Oh shoot, I accidentally deleted you. You were not one of the ones I needed to delete. Okay.
go.
And then gonna put in you and put in actually no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this instead. Okay. All right.
Okay. So I'm going to then go right up to the general store person, and I'm going to be like in a completely different voice.
Why am I here?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, why is Lewis here?
And why is the king
I missed
there
one.
too?
Yeah, why is the king there?
Because I was only focusing on the bottom half because that's where most of the clutter was.
Okay.
There was like
So
18
he's gonna
guards
go-
and also the party.
So he's gonna go in and he's gonna go to the general stores person. Hiya. I was wondering.
Oh,
if
hello
you-
there!
I was wondering if you perhaps sell maps of this local area. Maybe it's a couple of rations. I was gonna go on a little trip.
Map's gonna go for 10 gold, some rations. Let me look back up how much rations were. Let's see here, rations are gonna go you 40, and what else was that? What was that last thing you said again?
Literally just a map and ration.
Oh, well, then there you have it. I thought you had mentioned something else.
And
Unless you're interested in buying something else, we got a great assortment.
do you have a notebook and pencil?
Of course! It's gonna be 8.
I fork over the gold for all of them.
Alrighty. So just subtract that total and add from your gold and put it in there.
Yep. And then he's gonna be like, "Thank you, Ken." And
No problem.
back to the caravan. As he does so, changes right back into Percival, just as while no one's watching. So he just
Okay.
comes back into the caravan carrying all this food and a whole bunch of stuff.
Alright. I'm gonna say that that everyone's outside the caravan right now, so I'm gonna go to this map. Neris just looks over. I was hoping that wasn't where you went off to.
You said you wouldn't give me anything. You didn't say I shouldn't go do it. Now, here, hands all the rations, and I even got us a map.
We could have gotten that in the next town, but thank
We got it
you.
here. Oh, what was that? You said that with so much malice I couldn't hear it.
Well, too bad. You should get your ears checked.
He makes his ears very large. He's just like, wanna try again?
Nope, I'm good. And she just sort of goes inside the caravan, not really wanting to deal with the situation anymore.
First of all, he's gonna lean over to Iris while looking at her, and he's gonna be like, she's right. She would look great in a top. We need to find one immediately.
I
Who
don't
did
want
that?
any part of this. And Ira
Who did
just
that?
goes into the caravan.
Who did Percival say that to?
Oh well.
Ira.
He said Neris would look great in a top hat to Ira, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was writing something down and
It's just like, oh well. Puts an arm around Lewis. You're gonna help me though, right?
Lewis is just giving a really sad look.
Just like, I thought so. Come here. This is the plan. And he drags Lewis towards the camera.
No, I mean Lewis is giving like a really mopey, really sad, slightly upset look, like he's holding something like
Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter, dear?
he just
Something you wanted to do?
it just shows he wanted to send a letter, then looks back at the place they were kicked out and just looks down again.
Oh, if you want, I can go back into town. And get it done for you.
And at that his head snaps back and he just gives this really hopeful smile.
Come on. How much does a letter need to be sent? Give me the money. I'll have it done. Lickety split before Miss Top Hatless God knows it's happening.
How
I'm
much
gonna
would
say
it be?
that. I'm gonna say that a letter sent through the mail is gonna be 20.
20? Jesus Christ.
Okay, Lewis is gonna go to the truck and get the missing 11 gold for that.
You said you're getting 11 from the giant chest?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let me add that to the giant chest. Total.
Yeah, because I had 9 already, so 20 total.
I had two, so.
No, Lewis is gonna pay completely, so
Okay. Cool. I do.
11 from the
Right.
chest, 9 my own.
Okay. Right, and so, Percival, you're gonna take it back to the marketplace and find the post office tent?
Yep, but before he does that, he's going to click his fingers and look completely different from before. So each time he goes, he looks like a different person.
Okay, in that case, let me just put you...
Yep, that works.
in as her. Alright. And the the post office is, I actually don't have a person there. Let me put it's this one.
Okay. Yoink.
Oh, hello there. What, are you sending a letter or receiving one?
Oh, sending a letter.
Oh, all right.
I'm guessing
It'll be
I'm guessing Lewis wrote down the address and stuff.
Yeah,
When he sees
I
something.
assume so.
Of course he
All
did.
right. Can I see it, please? Just make sure everything's in order with it.
I hand her the letter.
She looks it over. All right. Looks like we can send this over with no problem. Be 20 gold.
Have folks over the gold and gives her the address as well. By the way, you haven't heard anything about them back rots out there?
Can't say that I have. Why? Have you heard anything interesting?
Not much. Not much. Only that some travelers are walking across it to see where it leads. What you got?
Just the fact that they're a pain in my ass.
Oh.
There's one in my living room, so not the biggest fan of them.
Oh, well. Well, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly for your service.
Thank you.
As I leave, can I roll perception to see if I hear anyone talking about the Black Rocks?
You may.
I hear nothing.
You hear some murmurs about the Black Rocks, but it just sounds like more grumbling about it. Nothing substantial.
Okay. Then I'm gonna head back to the caravan.
All right. So, I'm gonna say, just because I forgot that he wasn't here, I'm gonna say that Matthew's already back inside the caravan because he's not gonna be doing anything outside.
Yeah. So I high five Lewis and say, "Message has been delivered."
And Louis is gonna just makes this really giddy sound and just tackle hugs him real quick before he runs to the front of the caravan because he's gonna take the driving duty.
Okay.
You're gonna
As
take driving
Lewis
duty?
does that, can I sleight of hand take his hat on and put it on my head?
You can roll sleight of hand, and I guess Lewis also rolled perception.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Damn it!
Yeah.
With the hat.
You want his hat? Louis is gonna say,
I think he wants to give it to Neris.
It's like, please, just hear me out. I want to know what it would look like on her head. Okay, I'll give it back.
Louis just sighs and gives the hat, but then it makes the warning look that he wants it back in one piece.
Hey,
It's just like, I'm
consider this-
watching you.
Consider this us even for the letter. If you let me do this, we're even for the letter.
Okay, he gives the hat, and then you realize his hair is a mess underneath it.
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna look at the hat, use prestidigitation to make it a solid black color, and it's gonna be like, "Oh, Neris."
Neris is. Are you in the caravan doing this, or outside the girls' side of the caravan doing this?
Outside the girl side of the caravan doing this.
Okay. Inside, Neris just sort of looks to Ira like, "This can't be good."
No, it can't.
She gets up, walks to the door, opens it. Yes, Percival.
The moment she sticks her head out, I put the hat on her head and say, "There, finally,
you put it on-
bothering me since you spoke."
She put her helmet back on when she got inside. So
Yes, I put it right on top of the helmet, and I'm gonna be like, no, take off the helmet, put on the hat on her head. Better. This thing was giving you such a bad headache.
Sorry, but this thing doesn't really give me more protection from an attack, and you can never be too careful.
What? You look great in a top hat. You even said so yourself.
It's not the top hat.
Yes, this isn't a top hat.
It's the closest thing I could find. Okay?
Ira just
If it will get you to shut up, then fine. She takes off
My lady,
the
the
helmet,
person
puts
who's
on the
touching that
hat.
is more than the golden necklace.
She takes off the helmet, puts on the top hat, does like a little ta-da pose, and then throws the hat back at you. And closes and shuts the door.
But I wanted to see you in different. Fine. He puts it on himself. No one has any respect for the arts these days. By the way, you're driving us to the next town. Just thought you should know.
Ira
Wait,
just
Lois is driving.
yeah.
Yeah, Lewis is already in the driver's seat. Like,
Oh,
me.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. Sorry.
Ira just kind of
Okay.
looks at Neris when she comes back in, and she's like, "Next time he knocks at the door, I'll meet him with a crossbow."
I'm tempted to take you up on that offer.
Oh, can I please roll perception to see if I hear that?
Where is Percival right now? Is he in front
In
of
the
the
boy side of the
caravan?
caravan.
Still out? He's in. Okay, if he's in the boy side, then let me go ahead and move everyone over to there. Why won't you go over, player ribbon? There we go.
Nordak is over by Lewis in the driver's perch,
Okay.
just meditating.
I guess Ira and
Yeah.
Neris would be like just sort of either on their beds or in the center room. Neris is kind of in the center room right now. Okay, so yeah, roll perception to see if you heard that.
Yes!
You heard it.
And then Percival's gonna be like, if they see my face. But what about shifts into Nordak?
Okay, you're shifting into Nordak. Okay, hold on. There he is.
Yeah. I'm then going to, in a very fun, I'm going to go up to where Nordak and Lewis are sitting and sit right next to Lewis, wearing his hat on my head.
So, it's not a big window, my guy. I don't think if they're both sitting in front of it, I'm not sure you can fit. You might have to go up on the roof and then plop down in front of, and do a plop job.
I don't mind.
Okay. So you're already there, so let's just say that you did that.
Yep.
Lois is gonna
He's-
take a one look.
So yeah.
To that Nordak.
So yes, Lewis, you see Nordak plop down next to you while Nordak's already sitting next to you on the other side.
He's just very confused for a second. Just looking between the two. And then he points at the new Nordak. He's like making suspicious look.
And then
No,
I'm gonna say,
Nordak
I
opened his
am-
eyes and Percival dropped the disguise. I'm not that
Like-
stupid looking.
and just like, I am not that stupid looking. You dropped the disguise.
I am not wearing Lewis's hat
I
at
have
the moment.
advantage on and I have advantage on deception checks. So,
All right, Nordak, that's gonna be an insight from you.
actually, it will be an
Shouldn't that
insight
be-
from Lewis.
No, yeah, from Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Nordak
Yeah.
knows he's no.
Well, here's the thing. I said insight from Nordak because if he got something really low, he was gonna question it himself. But he didn't.
Lois is
So.
already very confused.
Just Lewis
Yeah,
looking
Lewis,
between them.
you're like, huh?
Mute panic.
He's not gonna full on panic, but then he just gives very sad look at the New Nordic and just suddenly makes this sound.
Oh my gosh.
Are you happy, Percival? Look what you've done.
Percival,
Oh, goodness.
drop that imitation now, or I will take off your head.
And at that, Louis
No,
snatches his hat back like, wait, let me save my hat first.
Okay, Percival raises his hand and mocks surrender, and then turns into Lewis.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
With or without the hat.
And then he's going to take back Lewis's hat and then change it back to normal. And he's going to be like, "This suits me anyway. This suits me better anyway."
Nordak is still just glaring at Percival.
Lewis's
Oh,
jaw
come
just
on,
drops.
lighten
Like,
up.
I do not take kindly to imitators.
Oh, be calm. Like I'd ever imitate you in a public session. This is merely to liven the mood after you slayed a manticore. I thought, might tickle a little bit of a funny bone. I
Okay,
can do
let's
other
just-
things too.
yeah,
For
Louis
example-
just waving his hand a little and taking hold of Percival's shoulder and then taps his own throat. Like, do that voice again.
Okay. Has it been that long since you've heard your own voice?
And he just nods a few times.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Changes back to regular Percival and then says, "I meant no disrespect if that was the case." And he gives you back your hat and says, "Anywho." And then he's gonna be
Iris just like, I feel this need.
I feel a disturbance
hurt
in the
the puppy.
force.
Oh no, I just realized Louis is the puppy.
So Matthew kind of sticks his head out the window and like, "So, I'm all for monkeying about, but could we maybe get a move on?"
And then I'm gonna mimic Matthew's voice. And I'm going to say,
Wait, with
And I
with
can
Lewis's.
say,
This,
"Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
wait,
we
are you
get
still at? Are you still with Lewis's face, or are you changing faces again?
actually, I'm changing faces to Ira.
Oh my gosh.
This is
We're
why I
having
picked the
so much
changeling.
fun.
This is why I picked the changeling. Oh, okay.
Where did I put Iris token? There it is. Okay.
And I'm gonna say to Matthew in his own voice, "We get there when we get there." To freak him out.
He sort of like stumbles there like, "Yeah!"
Okay, can I roll perception to hear any of this?
Yes. And because
Aw, damn.
oh, sorry, no. But I am gonna have. Okay, so Neris is just gonna be like, "Have we just been sitting still this time, or am I just not noticing the the caravan moving?" She climbs out the window, sees everything going on, and is just like, "I don't want to know."
Do I dare ask?
No, I don't know what those three were doing. I don't want to know, and I'm pretty sure you definitely do not want to know. Because if I tell you, your apathy for this entire situation is probably only going to grow.
Ira just kind of looks at her and goes to the window.
I want you. As you're going up there, it's like, "Don't say I didn't warn you."
She looks out and
As
sees
I
everything.
see Ira's face, I'm gonna say in her voice, I'm going to say, "Hey there, gorgeous."
Ira,
And Louis promptly loses it and starts laughing. It's like toppling over.
Matthew, because the window's wide open, Matthew heard that too, and he starts laughing.
Ira holds the crossbow. Don't say I didn't warn you.
And then Percival is going to leap onto the roof and scurry away.
Please,
Lewis is having so hard. So I'm just laughing right now.
can I roll a
Change it back to
intimidation on that one?
Yes, you can. All right, Percival, roll counter intimidation.
Counter intimidation. Okay.
That's the way I've always done it. Is when it is like the counter intimidation is just another intimidation. Yep. She scares you.
Of course she scares me.
He's finally seen what I can do with magic.
And you haven't even begun to see what I can do, my dear. Now, if you want a real impression, Percival's still on the roof as he does this. If you want a real impression, and he's going to knock Lewis and say, by the way, we might want to head that direction until I say turn left to start the carriage. Because this impression he doesn't want to do anywhere near the palace guards.
Yeah.
I was gonna shut off the chapter when the caravan started moving, but yeah, I guess we can go just a little bit away.
Yeah. Lewis is just gives a little thumbs up. He's trying to collect himself and just finally, okay, move.
The moment we're far enough away, Percival is going to change into the King of Equis and say, "You Coronians are great people, and I'm such a dude."
Lewis starts to laugh again.
No, that gives a small
And
chuckle
I haven't-
before going back to his earlier mood.
And it's like, and I believe I have such an unhealthy attachment to several hundred pounds of blubber.
Neris gives a small snort and then looks around like no one saw that, right?
Ira's kind of physically rolling her eyes, but also trying to hold back a laugh.
I can see. And it's just like, and now you Coronians must get the heck out of my kingdom before I lose my baby to a manticore again.
Yeah, I don't mind. Lewis
And
is
then-
just trying to stay on.
And then he's gonna change into King Frederick, and he's going to say,
Okay.
Oh, no.
I had to message William every time we met someone to tell him which
Wait,
faces I
okay.
recognize.
Yeah, he did.
So I changed into King Frederick, and I say, I want you adventurers to look after my daughter because I am too controlling to let her live her own life. Or that I'm just crazy.
She was kidnapped as a baby. Give him some slack.
Just like, oh yes, give my daughter who's for nothing but trapped for 18 years the feeling of being trapped for another couple of years.
It's more complicated than that. And I don't take kindly to you mocking my king that way. Ira's not the only one with a crossbow, and I'm rolling intimidation for that.
Yeah. At this conversation specifically, Ira just kind of grips her head and is just kind of like...
Damn it. Fine. I turn back to normal. Well, I got some laughs. I got some laughs. My duty here is done. Thank you, everyone. And I'm going to head back into the boys' caravan.
Right?
Yeah, you.
Anyone else want to do something?
Ira's just still kind of nursing the headache.
Neris is just sort of like, I have some medicine in my pouch if you need it.
No, it's alright. I get these all the time. I live with them.
Okay, well, let me know if you change your mind.
Oh,
Alright, and I'm going to say that that's the end of the chapter.
hey.
Yay!
We survived!
Yay.
We lived! We lived!
Yeah. What CR rating is a manticore? I did not expect that to be.
It
Well,
does.
was it
You know, the monster manual doesn't say what CR rating it was. Let me try and refine the page that had the beast in the first place. Here it is. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it just says AC 14, hit points 68, and so I'm like, yeah, that seems like
challenge
a reasonable.
3. It's a 3rd level challenge.
Oh well, that makes sense for what I was about to say. I'm about to say for the next session, for next time we meet for this, you all are going to be level 3.
Ooh!
Seriously?
Yep.
Whoa, that's a jump. Okay. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh yes.
And I need to figure out how to fit 3 episodes into one session. Because now we're actually going to be going along with the show. Because I decided to do something kind of different for the first go about.
Okay.
Well, this is going to be so much fun because I'm so happy everyone's reaction to the changeling thing. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun with this.
Yay! People are annoyed with me.
No, I'm talking about the player's reaction. The character's reaction, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
So like I was super worried about the encounter. Do y'all think that it was too easy for y'all?
Are you kidding me? I was scared for a second.
It was literally only that way because Noid got such good rolls.
Yeah.
True.
Plus
He
the
literally rolled like something like 20 damage.
yeah,
So,
plus all the like buff, like the cold damage and the extra slashing damage that I got from the town. That helped
Yeah.
a lot.
Mm.
Remember your uses. So that's most
Yeah.
likely going to wear off on both accounts next in Varderos.
The cold damage is definitely gonna wear off first.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wait, how many uses do you have out of that?
I have 8 cold damage uses and 13 slashing damage uses.
Wait, why do you have 13 slashing damage uses?
It's extra slashing damage uses because the sword was sharpened.
Oh, okay, that makes. Wow, that's gonna be fun to use. Holy cow!
Oh yeah,
And
Varderos should be
Haha!
interesting.
I managed to send a letter that I actually wrote out.
Huh.
I actually
And I'm
managed
reading-
to write.
And I'm reading it now.
Yeah, these are basically just Luis's first impressions of the team so far. So
Okay.
Ooh, I'm curious now.
Same.
should I share the link to everyone?
If you
That's
want
up to
to.
you.
All right,
up
if
to
you
you.
guys wanna see some background things.
All right. So think we're safe to stop?
Well, I did want to do play of the game first.
Oh yeah, play the game.
Play the game, huh?
Knowing us rolls. Also, that net was funny.
I honestly thought of the pun right then and there because I was like, honestly, it started out as an unintentional pun because I was thinking about like saying that and then it's like, wait, that's a pun. And then I just like, yeah, like, and instead of, it's either just go ahead, go with it, or sit here for another 5 seconds in silence thinking of something else to say.
Puns are great. They're some of the best things of D&D.
Well, all right then.
So, I know it's only a first session and there weren't any isn't much to make theories on, but does anyone have any theories about anything?
The red cloaked figure that saved us is, I can't remember her name. The
Adira.
girl member of the Brotherhood. There we go.
Maybe, maybe not.
Nobody knows.
I'm the only
Except
one who
I
doesn't.
do.
I'm the only one who doesn't make theories.
Yeah, I usually make theories only about characters once I know them well enough.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, thank everyone for watching, and thank you guys especially for agreeing to play this with me, because I've had this, well, I can tell you how long I've had this idea, and I'm really happy to be playing it out.
Yeah.
Well, you invited me. I'm eternally grateful about it. So
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
See y'all next time.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.